complexity score is a key metric that Velox uses in analyzing clinical data operations. Effectively, it takes inventory on what we call a data channel, so channel by channel, on how good or bad the clinical data channel operates along the lines of how quickly the data arrives, how good the data is, how many times the data gets moved around or mapped, and a number of other input parameters. That score then can be rolled up across a health plan, multiple channels by plan, for example, or all the way up to even a payer organization across multiple plans. Therefore giving us a very accurate picture of exactly how clinical data operations, the state of clinical data operations at the entity or the channel level or at the plan level. Input parameters for the complexity score are how many times the data gets moved before it arrives at the plan, how long it takes to get there, and what format the data contains. It also breaks down into internal and external formats. So external primarily focuses on how the data arrives from the data partners, whereas internal primarily focuses on how effectively and how standardized the data gets processed in-house. The score also gets converted into what we call a weighted version, a weighted complexity score. That basically weighs on the number of members attached to a channel, because it stands to reason, and we have found that the more members are attached to a channel, the more heavily the score should weigh in one direction or the other, good or bad. Effectively, the complexity score is a very quick way to assess in a standardized fashion how good or bad clinical data operations are at every level of granularity.